Hello and welcome. My name is Thinumzi, your host for today, and this is the Book Club. Now, today I'm not alone. I have the amazing Ressa Fogarty.
Fogarty.
Fogarty. Yes, we just practiced that today. Fogarty. Is that better?
Perfect.
How are you doing today?
I'm very well, thank you.
I'm awesome. Now before we get into the nitty gritty of everything today,
Mm,
you're the daughter of Basil and Eleanor Fogarty.
yeah,
Yes, got it right this
yeah.
time.
Basil.
Basil. There's a lot of these words we're going to work with today.
Yes.
Um, just to put it out there, Eleanor is from Scotland,
hmm
and your dad Basil from Ireland.
His father was from Ireland.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's awesome.
Okay.
And so Fogarty Books was founded in 1946.
Yes.
All right. And you took over the business later on,
87.
87.
Yeah.
That's been a while. Was this
Yeah.
something you always wanted to do?
I think so. I think I wanted to be a pilot, but I got travel sick, so that was out of the question. So second choice, work in the bookshop.
All right. And what's a day in your life look like?
Now I'm quite lazy, so I go in quite late. But in the early days, I'd get there crack of dawn, work hard, do ordering, do selling, do displays, do phoning people. Come and get your book, please. We have a book we think you might like. Yeah, so just average salesperson, I suppose.
But like books aren't just the average product. So let
No.
me just put it out there. So have you read The Midnight Library by any chance?
Yeah.
Have you? I'm so
Yes.
excited to hear that. So that's the book that we're covering this week. All right. So for those who don't know, basically it's a book about a lady who's in between um a life and death state, and she comes across a library which gives her the opportunity to just live various versions of lives she could live. And with that, she suddenly finds a better perspective on life, and it just takes on a whole new lease on life. So, with that being said, what's your take on the importance of books?
Books do make you grow. You start off reading to children when they really, really, really little babies. And they develop a love of it, and they develop a love of words and being able to communicate and having a different world around them. When you read something to a child, it stays there for ages, and they then can go forward and become better people by being more understanding. You get a view of both
Mhm.
sides of the story, the person telling the story or the reader and the book itself. And it's amazing. I mean, kids that come through to that shop, you see them later on, they working in bookshops or yeah, the guy that works at Exclusive
Mhm.
used to come to our shop as a child.
Oh wow.
And yeah, you see them grow up and you know who they are and you know what they read and you know how they're gonna well, not always how they're gonna turn out, but yeah. It's just a very nice world because you meet really nice people in the bookshop.
That's amazing.
You
And
meet some not so sweet ones also, but
they're people, we
yeah,
handle them
yeah,
all.
yeah.
And is there perhaps a specific book that you feel perhaps for you has changed your life or has influenced you quite strongly?
No, I think there's too many.
There's too many.
Yeah,
Give us three.
3, okay. So they would have to be fairly recent ones
Mhm.
because I don't remember things from long ago. But I really love things like, 100 Years of Lenny and Margot,
Mhm.
and, what else did I really like? Blank, blank, blank. Um, I'll tell you them as we go along.
And it always works like that. As soon as someone asks you something, you suddenly forget.
Yeah.
So that's fine. And with in the age of digitalization,
Mhm.
how has the bookstore evolved? Because it doesn't seem like an easy feat to carry on a bookstore for 77 years.
Well, you just plow on, it's, digitalization is there and you can't do anything about it. So you just try and be nicer to people and find things that they like, and you just have to work at it, you know?
Mhm.
Um, there's nothing you can do about the rest of the world, so you just do your little world.
Have you tried to perhaps adapt onto it and tackle that aspect of things?
No, because you can't. Yeah, it's a different world.
Mm-hmm.
paper books and digitalized, well, like doing ebooks or whatever it is, it just doesn't mix. There's a lot of readers that have both. I mean, they have a
Mm,
Kindle, and quite often it's not for stuff that they want to keep, but if they want to keep something, they'll buy it.
mm,
Yeah, if you have your favorite book or your favorite cookbook or whatever, illustrations are quite good for books that way because yeah, it's there and you can go to it straight away. You don't have to worry about finding that little email address again or whatever.
mm.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then for those who've never walked into a bookstore, there are quite a lot of people, you'd be
Mm,
surprised.
I won't.
What's the Fogarty experience like?
We're friendly,
Mm-hmm.
so we don't sort of make you feel, oh God, where am I now? You know. Yeah, yeah. So can we help them and find something, and then you find out what their interests are. Yeah, do you like this, that, or the next thing? And then you find something that's going to interest them. And then you find something that is easy to read if it's not somebody that's going to be a sort of learned scholar. You get them an easy, good book. Try not to do the junky ones. Yeah. So we do junky as well.
Mm.
Yeah,
And is there a specific layout in terms of a bookstore, and is there a reason for that layout?
probably, but I don't know about it.
Okay, and what's currently flying off your shelves?
There's a Lucinda Riley,
Hmm.
which she wrote. I think it's called The Lost Girl or The Missing Girl, or I can't actually remember what it's called. But she wrote it years and years ago, and it was never published. And she's very famous for the Seven Sister series.
Hmm.
And her son took over writing when she died. And he's found that this one wasn't around for very long, evidently. And he rewrote it and now's brought it out, and now everybody's buying it.
So,
God bless Lucinda Riley.
so we're so excited. You guys are chasing 100 years in the business as an independent bookstore, which is absolutely amazing. So, what does the future look like?
um, Not too bad. Not as good as it used to be about 20 years ago. Yeah,
Mm,
but the prices are really shocking at the moment, and we have to do a lot of tender business and stuff. So we're
mm.
tenderpreneurs, my dear.
Whatever you need to do to keep the doors open,
Yeah,
I'm 100% for it because, I mean, no one can ever replace the smell of a new book. Those
no,
are absolutely amazing.
no. And when you open the shop in the morning, you just get like a lot of smell.
Okay, so now we're getting to one of my favorite parts of the show, which is
Okay.
a fun quiz for you.
Oh
So I
God.
don't want you to think too hard about this. It's just quick, top of
Okay.
your head.
Okay.
You ready?
No,
So what's a book you recommend?
I would recommend a Lucinda Riley.
Okay. And what's your favorite genre?
I think it's called cozy crime now.
Mhm.
It's like you can kill somebody, but they don't make a lot of blood. You know, they have investigations and they have a lot of old people doing these things.
I recently came across a post that was saying if people watch or read true crime or crime stories, psychologists don't recommend as a good hobby. And I was concerned because I absolutely love true crime. And then what's your book pet peeve?
My book, what is?
Pet peeves.
Oh, peeves.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't really have much peeves. I find bad writing.
Really.
Yeah.
And in terms of taking care of a book, how do you feel
Oh,
about people
you
who
mean what do people irritate me with
Yes.
doing? Oh, splitting the spines.
Yes.
I don't mind so much the turning over of corners if it's your own book, you can do it.
And annotations. I don't like people writing in books.
No, I don't either, but, if you're studying something, go for it. Yeah.
And then the last one, what book would you perhaps like to see turned into a movie?
Oh, why didn't you tell me about these questions beforehand? I could have had all the right answers. Um, I don't know. I think there's a book called, um, The Entertainment. I think it's called The Entertainment. It's about two old ladies that were in the Second World War,
Mm-hmm.
and their young, well, he's not so young anymore, because they're in their 90s, their nephew, and excitements, and he has to find something exciting for them to do every day. And one of the old ladies
Oh.
is a jewel thief, and the other one has been sort of secret agents and all, and that would make such a
Wow.
fun movie because they have lots of excitements.
It does sound absolutely fun. And what are
Yeah.
you currently reading now?
I am currently reading a thriller by Lappiner, and I'm not really making much progress with it, yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Not a problem. That's it from my side, Teresa.
Okay, thank you so
It's been
much.
absolutely amazing having you. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's a pleasure.
For those who'd like to find out more about Fogarty,
Fogarty's.
Fogarty's,
Fogarty's.
Fogarty's, and they're located in Main Road, Walmer 212 Tabeja, Port Elizabeth. Thank you so much.
Thank you.